Namaste, my name is Dhieyo and welcome to my channel. Today I'll tell you a little about this extremely powerful word that you can use to clear your trauma. This word is so powerful, the vibration of this word is so powerful that it will not heal your trauma but clear it. There's a lot of difference between healing a trauma and clearing it for good. It's not going to stay with you as something that is healed, it is just going to be cleared. That's the importance behind this. So now for those who don't know about this, there's a process called completion, okay, which means that everything that you are facing in your present life, which is not letting you reach to your highest potential, it could be in your love, your relationship, your career, your finance, your health, any of this which is somewhere stopping you from reaching your highest potential is a reason of this trauma that you've had in your past life. Past life here doesn't mean a various different past life, but this life, the past of it. So right now you're in the present, in the past, so it could be as in your childhood when you're really small, or you're a teenager, or say probably 5 years back, 6 years back, an incident happened in your life which you may not realize, but it has affected you unknowingly or knowingly so deeply that now every judgment of yours, every decision of yours, every action of yours is being affected by it. So a lot of professional people, they take you back to that entire life. They keep asking you a lot of questions. They speak to you about a lot of things. And when they figure out that, okay, this is what the trauma was, they work towards healing it. Where they take you back saying that, okay, now you are the third person watching this child go through this entire thing. And now you got to separate yourself from it. In a little bit of a gist, this is what it is. So once you separate yourself from it, your present life starts becoming much more better. But I'll tell you another way to do it, which was done in the ancient times with a very ancient and a powerful word. But first, we need to understand what that word is, how we can use that word for this completion to heal our trauma. I'm going to use an example of a client of mine, and she's extremely happy to share this with everyone. She was kind enough for it, provided obviously her name is not given. So we will use her example. Everyone now who's watching this video can go back to your life or somebody else's life and figure this out as an example of your own life and how you can adapt to it and how you can use it. Now this lady is a CEO of a very big company. Okay, she runs a very big company. She's on that post because she deserves to be over there. But this lady has a trauma for a very long time that men are not going to listen to her. Even though if they are listening to her, so for the longest period of time, she just hated men. All her colleagues are men. She's in a very male-dominated industry. Okay, so every time she's in a board meeting or she's talking to her colleagues, she's always got this feeling that these men are not listening to me. So when we met and we started talking about it, after a few sessions, we realized that when she was really small, okay, extremely small, like a 10-year-old girl, there was a family get-together. And in the family get-together where everyone was discussing about a topic, and this girl told her father that she wanted to say something related to the topic, and her father told her, oh, shut up, you don't know about this. You keep your mouth shut. Shut up was the actual word used at that time. The father had no ill intention. He just said, oh, shut up, and then he started carrying on. But this girl who really looked up to this man like, my God, this father of mine is my God, told me to shut up. She forgot about it over a period of time, but this trauma stayed with her till she grew up. She's in her 40s now and it is still there with her. So thankfully with this process that I'm going to tell you, it really worked for her, and now it's time that everyone can use this process to heal your own traumas, to clear your own traumas. Okay, so now there's this term in Sanskrit called Deham. Deham means when you are associated your life as the physical form. That I am this body, I am not a spirit. Everything that is being experienced now, the body is experiencing everything. So right now, let's say you are one of those guys who wears those virtual reality goggles and is imagining and thinking that everything that's happening in this virtual reality is real. And you're getting affected by it, and you're crying about it, you're getting angry about it, you're getting scared about it. Whatever experience is happening in this virtual reality, you are associating it as real. So people who are outside of it are saying, man, this guy is stupid. What is up with this woman? What is she doing? Why is she getting scared? It's just nothing. It's virtual reality. So that stage of your life is called Deham. The other stage of your life is called Koham. This is a stage where you now start understanding, okay, this virtual reality, if I remove it, let me peep over and see, oh yeah, there is another life altogether. And then you put it back. So now you become like a seeker. You want to know the truth of what life is. You want to know about the spirit, who you truly are, where do you come from. So you are a seeker. This stage of your life is called koham. Then there's a stage of life. This word is very important. This stage of your life is called soham. Soham. Now soham means where you consider yourself as spirit. In a philosophical way, it says, I am that, which can also be understood as I am the universe, I am the ultimate reality. So I am this phone, I am this stool, I am that body, I am that tree, I am that everything. But now how it needs to be used in your completion is when you say I am that tree, or I am that thing, you're associating with the tree, but no, you got to associate with the spirit that is there in that tree, with the spirit that is there in that furniture. Okay, matter is also spirit moving at a very slow pace for you to see it, so it is also spirit. So soham means I am that spirit that is there in that chair, I am that spirit that is there in this phone, I am that spirit that is there in that man, I am that spirit. That's how powerful you become. So when you're taking somebody back to completion, or when you're trying to do it yourself, let's say now what this lady did was, we went back to her childhood. We spoke about a lot of things. We did about 2-3 sessions. We went back to that childhood of hers in that same gathering. Now she's the third person. She is soham over there, looking at that small girl who is in that stage of deham, where she thinks she's the body, experiencing everything. She's as a third person now. This lady who's in her 40s now is looking at herself, imagining herself being in that present where her father says, shut up. So what she does is she goes to that girl, she says, come here. This is how you need to do it also. You do not have to go say, oh, that is very sad, this happened in your life and I'm so sorry, and you have to heal yourself. No, you have to be friends with that little girl. You have to be friends with that childhood of yours, that teenager of yours. So she goes up to that girl and she says, hey, come on, come here. I want to listen to you. I really want to listen to what you have to say. Everyone's a little busy. Come on, you tell me. And this small girl, even if you don't remember, or she didn't remember what she was trying to say at that time, she cooked up a story that this is what I want to tell you, Dad, this is what it is. Now, after listening to this girl now, the lady now tells this girl, after listening to all of it, great, I've heard everything out, now the world is going to listen to you. Soham. She tells that small girl, soham. So when she tells her soham, she's melting that form. The philosophical meaning of soham is to melt that physical form so that the spirit comes out now. So that small girl, the 10-year-old girl, when this 40-year-old woman says soham to you, after listening to her, she says soham. It's like a magical word that disappears that entire body which was experiencing everything. So it's like as though disappearing that virtual reality from your eyes, and now you're spirit again. Now you're seeing the reality. Oh my God. That's how she clears the trauma of that small girl, indirectly and directly clearing her own trauma, that the world is listening to me now. I am not deham. I am soham now. I am not that body. I am a spirit now. So she's cleared that trauma for that child and for herself. This is the importance of the word soham. So you can take that to anywhere. Use this with your own life as an example. Okay, go back to that teenager, go back to that moment of whatever it is, endless amount of traumas that are there. Okay, it could be stupid for somebody else, but for that person, it is blocking them to reach their highest potential. Okay, so this is why the word, when you say soham, is like a magical word saying, I'm melting that entire form of yours. So now what you can do is, you can use your own imagination for that. So let's say for somebody it works that okay, the physical form of that girl has just melted and it's a spirit. You can imagine that physical form turning into butterflies and flying away. Or like a stardust just falling off, a stardust just flying away. Use your creative imagination for that. But the word will always be soham. So now when you're sitting and doing it on your own, let's say if I'm not in front of you or the professional person is not there in front of you, you can do it even when you're driving. Go back to that stage, go back to that moment where it happens. Chit chat with that boy, chit chat with that girl, or that teenager, or that woman, or that man, whoever was there at that time, which was deham of that physical body. Melt that, make it disappear, make it vanish. by saying either soham inside or verbally, whatever suits you. This word is extremely powerful. The vibration of that is very powerful. You cannot say, if you're going to think that, okay, I will say, I am that. No, that's another thing altogether. You are not that child. You are here to vanish that form of that child. When you vanish that form, everything that the child has experienced through that form, through that virtual reality, is now taken off. So you are not that. You have to say soham. I will put the word in the comments as a pinned up comments by me, so everyone who is not from India it'll be easy for you to understand the pronunciation and how it is spelled. Soham is the word that you use for completion. Once you do that, every blockage that was there in your life which is not making you reach your highest potential, you're going to flourish like how. So a lot of people who say that, okay, love is difficult and that person hates me, and you don't even know why it is difficult for you to find that love, or why you unnecessarily hating women, or you're hating a certain aspect of your life or somebody else's life, is because of this certain trauma that you felt before, you've experienced before. This is why it is important to not just heal it, clear it. If you want, you can say, okay, I'm going to heal it first and then clear it off, whatever works for you. But soham means to vanish that form that was experiencing that trauma at that time. You vanish it and you clear the trauma off from you and from that person who was in that stage, which was koham. Now you are soham. Soham goes there and soham says the magical word soham and clears it off. It is as simple as that. So please try this out. Okay, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. Until I see you again, have a good life. Namaste.